Access.
Welcome back to the second hour of the Tuesday edition of Music Access. I'm James of the Royal Pirates, filling in for Aaron here on Music Access. Okay, in the second hour today, we have our one and only Music Access Dating Advice Corner coming up. So we're looking forward to hearing your love stories on our Tuesday Corner with Jane and James's Sum. So here's how you can listen and participate. You can listen to us by visiting our website, www.arirangradio.com/music access, and leave your messages there on our message board. You can also see our broadcast in real time. And another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeon. All right, after a song, we'll be back with our Tuesday Corner with Jane and James's Sum, so get ready for that. Requested by Hannah of Korea. This is my boy Henry with 143, I Love You. Again, no matter how many times you play, the Sum game.
Some guys that make my heart flutter, or some girls that make James's heart skip a beat.
A special and unique concept called Something that I heard for the first time through my MA family.
You'll all join us for an awesome date every Tuesday, right? Jane and
James Sum! Hello, Jane.
Hi, why do you keep laughing?
¿Cómo estás? How are you? Oh, man.
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm still in shock right now that I sang for everybody.
I was hearing outside.
If you guys are just checking into the second section right now, you missed out because in the first section I sang and I never sing. But
he was so good, guys.
She's lying right now.
No, I'm being very honest.
Last week Jane sang a song and this week I sang a song, and if this was a singing competition, then talak, I would have been out of here.
No,
I would have been gone. But
no,
that was a song I wrote. Anyway, okay, moving on. How was your week? Did you have a good week?
I actually had an okay week.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very bad cold.
No.
I'm like sniffing very badly.
You need to eat your vitamins.
Yes,
yeah.
vitamins.
Your vitamin. Pronounce here. Well. It was November last week, and now it's December. It's already the last month of the year.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel old. I feel old.
Aren't I your samchun or something like that? I'm
Oppa!
older than her.
Oppa!
And age in Korea is a very, very delicate thing.
Yes.
Right? But since I am from the States, sometimes I get confused about all that, but... Yeah, here I feel kind of comfortable because we're not that far off.
Yeah, we're not.
I'm sorry about that. Well, doesn't December make you feel excited? It's like the month seems to go by faster than all the other months.
Yeah, definitely. Because of all the holidays. We get all the public holidays, good food.
Oh, yeah, there's so many. There's so many holidays in December, November that time around.
Yeah.
And so I heard that gym memberships tend to go up in January.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone is regretting their December. And they got a spare tire like around right below their belly button, right?
That's me.
All right, well, is there anything that you have to get done this month before 2015 gets here?
Okay, well, I had like a whole list, but I'll just say two. One is to beat Aaron at least once at a bingo game.
Oh, you guys play bingo?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of bingo?
Like, we always played it at the end of the corner before this corner finishes. But he always wins. And he gets to hit me with this plastic hammer or makes me do, like, all these, like, crazy stuff.
Oh, well, I guess you only have next week and a few weeks after that, right? You haven't beaten him once?
I've only beaten, like, once.
Okay.
But I need to beat him another time.
Okay,
one
more time. Okay, what's the other thing that you have to do?
Go back to England.
You want to go to England?
Yeah, I miss all my friends.
So if you go back to England, how are you going to beat Aaron?
True.
You got to fit that in. You're only going to be able to go back for a couple of days. But yeah, I can see how missing home can be, especially during the holidays, right?
Definitely.
But there are a lot of things to look forward to in December, right? Like what are you looking most forward to?
I'd say good food.
Good food?
Family time, good food.
The spare tire.
Yeah.
Cultivating that spare tire.
Let's not say that again.
Is that weird to say spare tire? Mine sometimes looks like a road bike, bicycle.
Yeah.
A road bike. But when I really let it go, sometimes it can turn into like a truck tire.
Truck tire. What about you? What's the things you look forward to
In December?
in December?
Hanging out with Kevin from UKISS, because I spend every Christmas with Kevin.
Oh.
Well, it's only the past 2, but yeah, since my family's not here, he invited me over 2 years ago, and I ate with his family, and they're so hospitable, they're so nice. And so yeah, luckily they're there for me, and well, I hope nothing but good things happen for you in December.
You too.
All right, thank you. All right, well, let's start the personality test now, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so here's the question. You're driving along on a highway, but the car with the spare tire in front of you is driving really slowly. So you decide to change lanes. You're changing lanes, and you move ahead. What type of car was in front of you? What? Oh, okay. What kind of... So number 1 is a truck. Number 2 is a sports car. 3 is a regular sedan. And number 4 is a compact car. So depending on what you choose, it's going to say something about your personality, okay? So what car is in front of you and that you decide to go around. Mm-hmm. Okay? So what do you choose, Jane?
All right. I chose number 1, a truck.
Mm-hmm.
And PD님 also chose number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And our 작가님 chose number 2, a sports car.
Okay, so everybody's like all over the place. I think I would also go past the truck. I think I would go past the truck because, yeah, it just seems like it'd be... If it's too big,
yeah, I don't like...
stresses me out.
Yeah.
Right? But I hope all of you guys that are listening are choosing 1 too. So again, that's 1, a truck, 2, a sports car, 3, a regular sedan, or 4, a compact car. And this question tells us what kind of personality we'll have when we fall in love, apparently.
Oh.
So before you hear the answers, you might want to think about what kind of person you were if you've dated before. Of course, we know not to take the answers too seriously, okay?
Depending on the answer.
Okay. Test is just a test. All right. Do you want to read the first one?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so if you guys chose number 1, which is a truck.
Which is what you and I chose.
Yeah.
And
okay, PD님.
Okay.
All right, so when you fall in love, you tend to do everything for the person you love.
Oh.
That's why your fashion style or your hobby changes when you meet someone new. The people around you will probably know right away when you're in love because of the change in your style. I actually agree with this.
Oh, man. That means we're wishy-washy. Okay. All right. Well, for the listeners out there, this is for the 작가님, sports car, right? Okay. You want to go ahead and read that? Or should I'll go for it. Sports car. So when you fall in love, you only have eyes for that one person, and you believe love always comes first. So you tend to put other things behind. Your friends may not be happy with that, so try to take care of your friends too. I could see that. I could see that in the 작가님 because she seems so sweet. She's so sweet.
She is very sweet.
You guys don't know. Someday I'm going to drag her in here and show you guys. She's such a sweetheart. Oh, I just slapped the microphone, but she's a sweetie. So, okay, number 3, regular sedan. Can you go with that?
All right, so if you chose a regular sedan, you don't change much even if you fall in love. So nothing really becomes different for you. Unless you tell them, the people around you rarely know that you're in love. You think that love is just a natural part of life, so you don't fuss over it.
Wow, okay. I think that's the smartest thing to do. But,
yeah.
Okay. And number 4, compact cars, is you tend to show it when you fall in love, so everyone around you finds out when you fall in love. You're happy all day if things are going well with your love, but you're also sad all day if you're having problems with your love. And you tend to show your feelings easily, so it's not easy for you to lie. So, do you think these are true or...
Today, I'd say it's quite true for me.
Oh, the type of lover you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think it's true. I'm kind of that style as well. Maybe number 4 as well, the compact car. But I don't necessarily believe that depending on if you pass a truck that you're that kind of you're that kind of lover. I don't know about this test, but yeah, hopefully you guys, the listeners who weren't able to hear the test, they can listen in because we're gonna post that up on the message board later. Okay. So our Tuesday corner with Jane and James's sum. Jane, can you introduce to our listener what the corner is all about and how they can participate?
All right, so our corner is called Why Do Girls and Why Do Guys? So girls, if you have a guy you're interested in, you start to wonder what the guy is thinking or what you might have to do, etc. Don't worry or think on your own. You can share it with us by sending in your messages, your questions, under the title Why Do Guys on our message board. And for guys, if you ever wonder what the girl is really thinking, you can also ask your questions under the title Why Do Girls on our message board, and we'll do our very best to answer your questions for you.
All right, you heard it. So, okay, let's listen to a song before we come back with our Tuesday corner, Jane and James's Sum. Up next is AOA's 사뿐 사뿐.
Oh, kiss me, baby,
The song you just heard was 사뿐 사뿐 by AOA, and I'm James from Royal Pirates, filling in for Aaron of New East as he's away on tour. And you're listening to our Tuesday Corner of Some with Jane. And our very first message was for Why Do Guys? So Jane, can you read that for us?
All right, this is from Liana from Malaysia. She says, "Hi, I'm Yana from Malaysia. Hi,
Hello.
James and Jane.
Hello.
This occurred long time ago, but it makes me wonder when my friend said his name yesterday after I haven't heard it for years. I have a crush on someone. People even said our faces almost look the same." Okay. There's one event when I was talking about him with one of my girlfriend without mentioning his name, but we do let out hints on SNS. I did write, "I like him." I think he found out later because he PM'd me.
PM.
But not talking about that event. So I just pretended that event didn't happen. Do boys like to pretend they didn't receive the confession when they did?
Okay, that's a really cute message, but while you're reading the message, first of all, did you think about something that might have happened in your past when you were younger?
Sort of.
Yeah? This happened to you before?
Not on SNS though.
Did you PM somebody?
No, I didn't do this. I didn't use a social media whatsoever for
Okay.
this. But I had a crush. This was actually my first crush, and I had a crush on the pastor's son.
Wow. Okay.
And
well,
I told everyone except him.
Well, then he knew. Eventually, he found out. If you told everyone,
Yeah,
okay, but
yeah, I had that moment as well.
but did you feel like he didn't? He acted like he didn't know.
Yeah, obviously he knew because everyone else knew, but he acted like he didn't know, and he just walked away. I was like, man, that guy is mean.
That must have been terrifying.
That's harsh.
Oh man. Well, why do you think the guy in the message pretended not to notice?
Maybe he really didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, because guys can be so clueless.
Okay. Well.
Or maybe he was shy.
Well, this is what I think. Like computer mediated communication, CMC. Okay. It's breaking down society. You know. Like I don't even. Am I getting old?
Am I getting old?
What's happening to me? When she said PM'd, I thought she left out some vowels, like the word. I was like, whoa, like what's PM? But private message, obviously, but
Okay.
yeah. So if you're letting out hints on SNS, you're doing cathartic messaging, but he might not actually get that. You know, you got to be more clear and just to the point. I think. But in my opinion, I think maybe he just didn't know. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it could be so misleading in a lot of ways. And it's just the fact that everything's done through, SNS, social media. I'm actually against those stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, maybe we just got to get with the times. You know? Maybe that's where society is going. We have to start PMing everybody. And,
PMing everybody.
and letting out our hints. But, I'm being serious. I think people are finding new ways to let out these emotions, and we gotta find out ways to pick up on that. So it's a little difficult to find nuances and, I guess, emotions and tie those to the messages when it's just a bunch of binary code. It's just a bunch of letters, you know. So it's hard to attach emotion to that.
Okay. Well, obviously you answered the question that I was going to ask.
Oh, really? What were you going to ask?
My next question would be if someone liked you and you sort of knew it, like, hints and stuff, how would you react to it?
Well, I'm the kind of guy that when I am interested in somebody, it's obvious. It exudes from me. Like people can see it from miles away. It's really obvious when I like somebody. But I haven't liked anybody in a really long time. So I think I might have forgotten how to do that.
Sad.
I'm like a robot.
This is sad but sweet.
But when I know that person likes me and I don't want to lead them on, what I typically do is I tell them right away, to the point. So it's kind of cold-blooded, but I don't want to lead them on, and I don't want them to hurt more or suffer more in the future, but I try to let them down in a nice way, because I want to still, obviously if we're friends before and I think that they're worth maintaining a friendship with, which is most of the time that's the case, that's what I'll do. I'll be like, hey, look, I'm not interested in you that way. If you need your time, go take your time, but let's be friends. I think we'd be better off as friends.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess that's like the appropriate way to handle things.
I think I'm kind of a robot.
Do you have any advice for Liana?
I guess try to be a little more obvious, tell him straight up, and if he... Well, I guess guys, it depends on the guy, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, now that you're saying that, it could be also because he doesn't like her.
He's not interested.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a possibility, but you don't know for sure. And if you don't know, it's going to drive you crazy, right?
Yeah.
So knowing is really, really important. So make it clear in a way outside of social media. And then you'll find some more closure, I think. No matter either way, if it's, maybe now he knows I like him, or maybe now it's time to move on to somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope these answers were somewhat helpful to Yana from Malaysia. But let's listen to a song before we come back with some more messages, okay? Up next, we've got Loco with 네가 모르게.
너무 멀어 내 목소리를 낼 수 없어 나도 모르게 커져가는 욕심 너에게도 나라는 존재가 닿길 바라지 나도 알아 내 손을 네 몸에 댈 수 없어 너무 멀어 내 목소리를 낼 수 없어 나도 모르게 커져가는 욕심 너에게도 나라는 존재가 닿길 바라지 난 오늘 밤도 너를 떠올려 네가 모르게 네가 모르게 난 지금 이 순간에도 어김없이 너를 떠올려 네가 모르게 네가 모르게 This song is about you but you don't know. This song is about you, but you don't know. This song is about you, but you don't know. This song is about you, but.
The song you just heard was 네가 모르게 by Loco, who apparently Jane is crazy about. She was like, I love Loco. Well, anyway, I'm James from Royal Pirates, filling in for Aaron of New East as he's away on tour. And you're listening to our Tuesday Corner, Some with Jane. All right, our next message was for why do guys and girls... Okay, Jane, can you read that for us?
All right, this was from Julianne Lee from USA. Hello, this isn't really directed towards one specific gender, so I decided to post both.
Okay.
My question is, Why do people get awkward with each other after going to dances with each other? For example, a girl and a guy would have a low-key fling for a while, then they would go to a dance together, then after they would just stop talking. Why do you think that is? I'm really curious, so let me know. And she put this really cute emoticon.
Yeah, but it's crying, but it's smiling.
Yeah.
So it's a happy tear. Happy tears are falling from this emoticon. Well, do you have any similar experience? Do you know what Julianne is talking about?
Totally.
Oh, really?
I totally agree with her.
Wait, one second. Before we go on, let's explain to if there's Korean listeners or if you're from, I know because our listeners from all over the world right now, there's a concept in the States, and it is, Julianne Lee is from the USA, that not a lot of other countries have. There's a dance at school. So everybody, like during the school year, takes a break, and they all dress up in nice clothes. And they go to this congregation of boys and girls just dancing. They just dance, and it's a party that the school facilitates for everybody. Mm-hmm. So this is what she's talking about. Some of the dances are kind of laid back, like Sadie's Hawkins. You can dress kind of like cool or urban or fresh. I don't even know the lingo, but there's also formals like winter formal, prom.
That's right.
You got to dress up slick. Like Justin Timberlake in a suit and tie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, so have you had a similar experience before?
I was going to say my graduation ball.
Really?
My prom.
No. So you were really awkward. Well, prom is at the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had a prom date, and he was my best, really good guy friend.
Uh-huh.
Didn't even have like a fling for him whatsoever. But we had like a dance, obviously. And after that, things were just awkward. Like he and I would just say, have fun for the rest of the evening.
What?
Yeah, and like obviously
at the dance?
Yeah, like
you guys split up at the dance?
After the dance.
After the dance.
After the dance. Like we wouldn't even talk during the dance.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible time.
No, because I was actually quite nervous because I never held his hands before, and like obviously like holding his hand for the first time, I'm like, what am I doing with this guy?
I see. Because on your mind this entire time was Loco. You're like, where's Loco? Why am I holding this guy's hand? Who am I? Right? Well, okay. Yeah.
What about you?
I've actually had a similar experience before.
Tell me about it.
I don't think I'm supposed to talk about these things, but
wait. Is your manager here?
No, it's okay.
He's not
it's
here.
Okay. No, it's not like the management has an issue about it, but I feel bad for those people because when I was a junior and senior in high school, both times, I liked the person that I asked. At the time that I asked them, and then when we went, like it was just friends. It just felt like friends, and then the script just flipped at that time. So it was kind of just like, I'm just cool with this person, but it's whatever. I'm not really looking for like my wife at a high school dance or anything like that. But I can see. Okay, well. Why do you think that things get awkward at the dance? Is it because of the person, or is it just the situation, or?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Like the situation obviously is like really formal.
Yeah, right.
Like before you'd just be like, just acting all cool, comfortable, and he's just your best guy friend, and all of a sudden you're dressed in suit and tie, and prom dress, and everything's just so formal and.
Yeah, your place in this institution, this dance where you have to dance or people are going to reject you socially.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like a casual dance, just like booty dancing and all that stuff. That would be funny, you know, just have fun. But it's like a formal dance.
I don't know if you guys were watching, but she was just showing what booty dancing was by going left and right. I'm a terrible dancer. I dance all the time on this show. My mom always says, stop. She's like, James, please, your voice is okay. Stop dancing. So my mom tells me. So if my mom thinks that way, what do the ladies think? Ladies, I'm sorry about all that. But yeah. So it's the environment and the person that you're with. Because depending on the person, they can kind of deal with the situation and make it better, right? Mm-hmm. It's depending on their personality type.
Yeah.
Well, is there any advice that you'd like to give to Julianne?
I mean, obviously, I've experienced this as well. Mm-hmm. And when I experienced this, I didn't really talk to my guy friend, like, straight after. Because obviously, I was awkward with him and he was awkward. So rather than forcing a conversation out, I just wait until he talks first.
Okay, so you just let it slide.
Yeah, let it slide.
Okay. Do you think...
I don't know. What do you think she should do?
Well, I think that so the word awkward, all right, that means difference in norm, right? So obviously that's because you guys experienced that together, and if depending on the kind of person you are, the qualities that you like, maybe you started to like this person a little bit, or you don't like them and they like you, and you can feel that energy, but it's best to hash things out, you know, and it's okay for things to be awkward. That means that you're growing. That means that things are changing.
Yeah.
Correct? So if I was her, I would just embrace this awkward experience. Be like, okay, this is a new experience that I can put in my tool shed that I can go forward with, and now I've grown this much.
Yeah.
Because that's when you look back at high school, you're not going to be like, oh man, I was so awkward with that guy. I wish I married him. You know, you're not going to be like that. You're just going to be like, when I was a kid, when I was in high school, I had this fun experience.
Yeah, and you're just going to laugh about it afterwards. So you might as well just go through the embarrassment when you're young. And seriously, I have a lot of embarrassing moments as well back in high school. So, you know, just go through it and have fun and enjoy life when you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Okay. Well, thanks to everybody for sending in your messages. We'll be looking forward to seeing more of your messages next week. And it's almost time for us to wrap things up already.
Wow.
It's already time to go. How was it? How was it, Jane? This is our last time ever.
진짜로?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I just said that.
No. Aaron, can you, not come back?
What? Aaron is a good guy.
I always say this.
I don't know Aaron. Oh, okay. You always say this.
I always say this
so
when
I don't
he's,
feel
gone.
special at all. I feel zero special points.
No. But I actually really enjoyed this because, you know, I'm hearing all these advices coming out from you, an oppa, and it's actually very different from what I've heard before. And I actually enjoyed it.
Wow. I feel very, what's the word? Charitable. You're welcome. I'm just kidding. Well, thank you so much for coming. I had a blast. You made things very easy. I think you were my first guest, on Music Access.
I think so.
I believe so. So thank you for making things so easy for me. If you're some of RP's fans, if you're some of Royal Pirates fans, please follow Jane on her social media. I'm not even sure what that is, or just keep interested in her, see what she's up to, and stay updated with Music Access because she's a great guest. Okay, we'll send in Jane out with this song. We're gonna say goodbye. Okay, this is Katy Perry with "This Is How We Do." Bye, Jane.
Bye.
Alrighty, the song you just heard was "This Is How We Do" by Katy Perry. And it's now time to reveal the answer for the AA music quiz from the first hour. So what are the answers? The answer is Jia Junsu. And the music quiz, a lot of people sent us their right answer, but we picked just one. And here's our lucky winner. The winner is Auntie from Vietnam. So we'll post it up on our message board to make sure to take a look. And if you see your name there, please send us an email at musicaccess@arirang.co.kr with your name, address, phone number, the date you were chosen, and your email address. So our AA Music Quiz Prize is the Daniel Powders album, Best of Me, provided to us by Warner Music. And let's share some more messages sent in to us by our listeners with message time. Alrighty. So, Amy from the UK says, "Hello, James. Looking super handsome as always." Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm currently listening whilst being a blanket burrito, which is the best kind of blanket, because it's so cold, but I'm sure it's much colder there in Seoul. Gotta wrap up warm. So sad it's your possibly last day here on Music Access, and I'd like to ask, what is the most awkward moment you've ever been in? And I feel like I made things awkward by asking that. Sending all the love from England, and I'll always continue to promote you guys over here, converting as many RP fans as I can. Hee. Alright, the most awkward moment I've had. My whole life up to this point has been super awkward. Everything has been awkward, but I think maybe when I've met producers in Korea and I didn't really know the slang which means street language, the lingo in Korea. So I heard things from Moon and Sooyoon, and I learned different vocabulary from different people, and you can't use those when you're talking to people that are in a higher job position than you in Korea, because the hierarchy is very strict. So I spoke to them as if they were like my little brother, and then I guess that's the most awkward thing. But to be totally honest, I'm very awkward 24/7 or 23/6 pretty most of the time. All right, Isabel from the Philippines says, "Electricity is back. Glad that I'll be able to catch up listening to Music Access. Oh, and glad to hear that this might not be your last day in Music Access. Yay, I'll hold on to that possibility until tomorrow. Is it snowing badly there? Take care while on the road. It might get slippery. Have a great day, James." Heart emoticon. Thank you, Isabel from the Philippines. Electricity is back. That must feel awesome, because, you know, it sucks when you're addicted to your social media. We're all slaves to the social media, so trying to get away from that, it can be tough. But when you're forced to be away from that, it's really, really tough. And it's not snowing right now, but if it's snowing wherever you are, I hope that you guys are being careful too. Thank you for the concern. Janella Kate from the Philippines says, "Hi James, how are you? It's me again. Thank you for reading my message yesterday. You made my day. That was the highlight of my day, and I'm super happy until today because of you. You're so guapo," and guapo means handsome in Filipino. Please give me one last shout out, but this time look at the camera, please. Like I said, I'm dying to see you guys. Come to the Philippines. P.S. Where can we see your gig skeds? So Janella Kate, shout out. The camera's right there. Janella Kate from the Philippines. Thank you for saying I'm guapo. I appreciate it. You're awesome. You can find our schedules on our website, royal-pirates.com. Okay, Tiffany from the USA says, "Hi James, I'm in Arizona and I'm currently studying for the finals. I'm also applying to universities and I'm really, really stressed. Please save me. I've been listening to RP nonstop in order to lift my spirits, and it's nice to hear you being so calm and soothing my soul." Depeche Mode, pun intended. I caught that. Well, studying for finals, man, when you're in college, it is so tough. I was a teacher's assistant when I was a senior in college. And that was the first time I pulled an all-nighter, but when I pulled the all-nighter, it was for 4 days straight. And I was living off coffee and Coca-Cola and gummy bears and just the worst possible type of food that exists. Well, I don't think I was supposed to say that, Brandon. But anyway, I was living off of soda and coffee and all that. So what all that I can say is just keep fighting through it, keep pushing through it, and it's not going to last forever. So once you get through this, it's going to be okay. All right, thanks, Tiffany. Anan from Malaysia says, this might be weird, but can you read this? It's a Korean tongue twister. Why would you do this to me on my possible last day here, even though it's not going to be my last day here? 간장 공장 공장장은 강장 장장이고 oh my god 공공장 공장장은 장공장장이다. Was that funny? Everyone's laughing at me outside the studio. Can you look at the camera? Stop laughing at me. Good. Did I do okay? 잘됐어요? 괜찮았어요? I think they're lying. They're saying yes, but they're laughing. But I'm going to practice this and I'm going to do this if I come back next time. Okay. Anan says, I wonder if you can do it. 화이팅. Thank you. Alrighty. Well, thanks to everyone who sent in your messages during message time. We'll listen to 2 songs back to back. And the first one was requested by Nelly Perez and Kim Jia of Korea. Is my band Royal Pirates with Fly to You. And the second song will be Kim Tien from Vietnam. She requested Infinite F's 가슴이 뛴다.
One exclusive.